Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome.
Hello, 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 hello. Hi, Austin. How are you?
Wonderful. I love how you changed your
Yes.
name to Mandy May. It's like official now.
Do you know what? I keep forgetting to put that back, and every time I see it, it's like it's too late. I can't change it now, right?
I think it's going to stick.
It looks like it doesn't want to go away.
Well,
Yeah.
let's say welcome, everyone. This is
Yes.
Flashpoint TV. My name is Austin. This is Mandy May. And this is August 18th. I want to give a shout out to my stepfather, Ed. It's his birthday today.
Mm.
Just
Happy birthday, Ed. Love,
absolutely.
hugs, and lots of best wishes.
And what an incredible story that is for another day, but just lots
Mm.
of love. He's spending time with his sister today and family, and I'll be seeing him soon enough. So, anyway, happy birthday, Ed. And
Yes.
welcome you, the listener. We're glad you're here today, live and playback. And we're going to jump in to set the show up. But I always ask you to check in with yourself. It's Thursday, so you made it from Monday to Thursday. Let's see what we can open up for you today. You can walk away with something. So, Mandy, are you ready to kick the show off?
We are ready to rock and roll. Let's kick this show off. So we have a little routine that we do every week, which is awesome to set the table for lots of goodies. And we begin with the hourglass. The hourglass. And I'm going to take the hourglass today because there's lots of inspiration in the hourglass. I've always loved this analogy, and I loved when Austin brought the hourglass in because it gives us a perspective on life. Everything in the top represents everything that's in the future. It's not happened yet. It's there to unfold. And where does it unfold? It unfolds in the middle, which represents the present moment. So the future falls into the present moment, and then the present moment falls into the past, which is everything that descends into the bottom flask there. So whilst we can't change what has gone, our past, everything that's happened, we can somewhat affect what we're going to leave behind by what we do in the present moment, because the future unfolds into the present unfolds into the past. But our lives don't exist in the past or the future. They exist in the present moment. And what is there in the present moment? The word is right there, inspired. Inspiration, the power of pure presence, the present moment. We don't know what the future is going to bring. We cannot change the past. All we have is the moment, the present moment right now, where life unfolds, where inspiration happens, where our imagination takes place. Stephen Covey said, dream with your imagination, not your history, which I thought was really, really pertinent. So we are always living in the present moment, and that's where life unfolds. And I love the analogy and all of that. Yeah.
It's interesting that the sand is flowing right through the P, which for presence. And we use this as a power of pure presence, which is the new show we just launched, to really go deeper in living in the moment. Life is now.
Yeah.
And there's the mug, power of pure presence.
And just to add to that, because our theme today is gratitude, Harold Kushner had this to say. And it's about life, and it's about living in the power of pure presence, in the power of the present moment. He said, can you see the holiness in those things you take for granted? A paved road or a washing machine. If you concentrate on finding what is good in every situation, you will discover that your life will suddenly be filled with gratitude, a feeling that nurtures the soul. And that can only happen when we're living in the present moment, in the power of pure presence. So that's the hourglass. We're now going to move on to Austin's favorite, the Edison light bulb.
I just want to invite everybody to come to Sunday at 10 a.m. We're going to have the next show. It'll be posted on the website. But if you go to my website, austinhaines.com/presence, or just go to the website, you can see Power Pure Presence. It has its own link. All the shows are up there. I will be posting Sunday's show there. You can also find me on YouTube and subscribe to get it there. And we also have these tumblers we just launched.
They're
as a
amazing.
reminder, live life fully now. So just to
Yeah.
really augment this even more of how passionate I am, and we want you to be, just to give yourself the gift to live fully now. Like that you're not flawed. You can live fully right now. And that's what we want you to get that message.
And that's it. It's a gift of life we've been given, right? And what do you do with a gift? You don't leave it collecting dust on the shelf. You use it fully and enjoy it and revel in it, as we say. So let's do that in the power of pure presence.
Yep.
Okay, so let's move on to your favorite, the Edison light bulb.
It's all my favorite.
Oh, well, I know, but come on.
So this is a replica. I did a video up at Menlo Park. Always on the lookout for inspiration if I physically go there. And I went up to Menlo Park, the site where Thomas Edison and his team crafted, created, curated, landed on, invented the final iteration of the incandescent light bulb that was able to sustain light over long periods of time. And there's a whole story behind it. But the story we hone in on here, and I have a little sideline story, by the way, is the light bulb was attempted. To get to this, it's been said that there was 10,000 attempts. 10,000 attempts. And when Edison was asked about it, and we can't say this enough, that's why we say it every episode, is that he did not fail 10,000 times. He successfully created 10,000 ways in which the light bulb could not be created. And when you think about it, that's the attitude that we need to bring our purpose to the world. We're not failing. We're successfully creating different ways, different iterations until we get to the one that serves the world, even it all serves the world, even at a higher level. So let this light bulb, every time you flip a light on, everywhere we look, there's inspiration. Every time you flip the light on, you can think about Thomas Edison and Henry Ford, because Henry Ford, earlier this week, August 15th, was on this day in history. Henry Ford was the lead guy for Thomas Edison Electric Company.
That's right.
Henry Ford was on call 24/7 to keep electric running to the city of New York. And on August 15th, he left. And I'm going to keep it short. But the main thing about this story is you have these two great people. You don't often hear, historians know that there's a strong correlation between Thomas Edison and Henry Ford. And Henry Ford held Thomas Edison in the highest esteem.
Yes.
Many people forget that there's a story there of Henry Ford working for Thomas Edison while he's tinkering. He's tinkering and he made good money. Like, he made really good money at that time, $1,900 a year.
Sorry, but yeah.
But what's amazing is he finally left the Edison company to go follow his passion and what he wanted to bring to the world. And what's really cool about the story, he launched two auto companies that failed. He got the lead investor was the mayor of Detroit at the time. And both iterations failed. And then he finally goes into iteration number 3. And he goes to he puts it all on the line. And he gets to the Model A. And what's great about the story is that it says, because there's earlier versions that was called the quadricycle, but he gets to the Model A, and and in the history books it says, and it even had a water tank and brakes. and you're like, what? You mean the first couple versions didn't have brakes? So I love the story because, I mean, here's this guy quits his job and comes up with a car that doesn't have brakes. And by the way, there was 60 other organizations that were working on the automobile, the gas-powered horse carriage, whatever you want to call it, at that time. But Henry Ford had been tinkering since he was 16. And the story unfolds. And then he got to the Model A, and then he got to the Model T. And when he got to the Model T, automotive history was forever changed. And he became one of the wealthiest men in the world.
So the patience and the determination to never, ever give up. It's funny you bringing up that story. As I was on the way to the lake this morning, I passed the home of my friend who has a bicycle with no brakes, and she was just carrying up the stairs to her apartment there. And that's what she does. She goes out early in the morning when there's no traffic because her bike has no brakes. And she's a happy camper pottering around town.
There you go.
Just reminded me of it. Okay, so awesome. And the last thing we do is we look to the Liberty light bulb. Liberty bell. Liberty bell.
Well, that's a good idea. We could come up with a Liberty
bulb.
light bulb.
There you go. We can do anything, right? And what does that represent? You tell us, Austin. What does that
Liberty
represent?
Bell is aha moments throughout the show.
Yeah.
You know, something that strikes you. It's like, you know how you have the bell goes off in your head?
Mm-hmm.
Ding, ding, ding. So we have the bell here, and it's an opportunity to highlight moments, and that's what we do.
That's right. Or something the viewer might think of themselves that comes up as a result of what they're seeing and hearing. Yeah. Just type the word in the chat, Liberty Bell, Liberty Bell.
Do it now. Type it in now. Let's see if you're out there listening live or playback.
And anytime you want to have us remark on that, just put Liberty Bell and we'll acknowledge that, because we appreciate you. We appreciate you, every viewer and every listener that's here today and on the replay. So now
I'm going to jump in and I'm going to honor some of our listeners.
Yes.
So Gregory Hall's here. Welcome,
Gregory. Yes.
We have somebody here, Mr. Lionel Jimenez, Leo.
Oh
so
my gosh, that's awesome. Good to see you. Oh, that's exciting. And
we have Ivy with us. Ivy is consistently showing up. Yeah, she's on every morning, almost every morning, and even in the midst of her training.
Yes.
She's a VIP for Flashpoint 4.0. So, and she's laughing at no breaks. Okay.
Yeah. So, no brainer, no breaks, right?
No breaks. So, Mandy, what's today's show about?
Today's show is about gratitude. And whilst gratitude is the foundation of everything that's abundant and beautiful in our lives, it's something that we can practice every day to enhance that nurtured feeling. The things that we're grateful for nurture our soul. So that's our theme today. What are you grateful for today? Type something in the chat there, even if it's just one thing. How did you wake up this morning? Have you had a blessing? Has something really good happened? Do you have a lead on a project you're working? Something that you're grateful for today. We've already started. I was down on the lake this morning filming Lake Ontario and the sunrise. It was amazing. But gratitude really, really brings out the abundance in every aspect of your life, if you can see the beauty in all of it.
Yeah. So let's do this. So we got some special thing here planned. I love this. So Mandy, I'm going to put you in the green room along with myself, and we're going to do this throughout the show. And then we're going to bring on our guest here in a moment.
Yes, absolutely.
So let me do this right now. This is all queued up. It's just perfect. All right, hold on. So there's a little setup for gratitude, the willingness to show appreciation, the readiness. So Mandy, let's bring on our first guest.
Yes. This wonderful human being has recently come into our community, and she is like a little energizer butterfly, I'm calling her. She's artistic, she's talented, she's full of life, eager and willing to step in where we need help, whatever it is. A beautiful background. She's got a beautiful book that's just come out or is on pre-order right now. She's going to tell us all about it. But we absolutely love this person in every aspect of her life. Let's give a huge warm welcome to the one and only Dana Banks. Yes.
Dana is tuned in, tapped in, and turned on.
Tuned in, tapped in, and turned on. Abraham Hicks. There you go. Love you.
Thank you for that warm introduction. Thank you. I'm good. I'm blessed. The sun is shining and just full of gratitude, living in the present moment. Thank you so much.
Amen to that. We're
Yeah,
glad you're
amen.
here, Dana. It's kind of short notice, but this was perfect timing. It ended up being perfect timing.
Yep.
So let's jump into gratitude for you today. Maybe we start with today or whatever's on your heart. And we want to
Yeah,
invite
so-
you, the guests, to type in something you're grateful for too. And we'll share those as well.
Mm-hmm. Dana, do you
Well,
want to kick
for
us
me-
off?
Yeah, I'll kick you off with one of my favorite quotes. It's an anonymous quote, and it says that gratitude turns the present into everything. It's enough.
Mm.
So, to me, just waking up, being grateful for the day, because a lot of folks will go to bed and they won't wake up. And we've never been to the afterlife, so we can hope that it's the best. And so, just being thankful for just waking up every single day. And so that really is what gratitude means to me.
Can you say that again? Because that really was deep and quick, simple, but really deep. Can you
So-
share that again?
Sure. So it turns what we have presently into enough.
Yeah.
In a
Okay.
nutshell, it's every day is enough, and it's that it's about appreciating the small things. And I constantly reiterate the small things.
Oh, you're cutting in and out.
Yeah.
Are you there, Dana?
A little bit of internet issue. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me okay now?
Yeah, we can. Why don't we do this? I'm going to
Yep.
grab some shares and let's see if your internet comes back. So let's grab some shares.
Grab some shares. I
Yes.
also loved when you said gratitude turns the present into everything. It's enough. You also said waking up is enough. And
Yeah.
that's the same for me. That's why I said earlier on, that's the first thing I do when I open my eyes is to express gratitude that I've woken up this morning. It's a privilege. It's a gift.
Mhm.
So I love that. And to appreciate the small things. That's where life is magical. All the combustion happens in the small things. That's why I love photography and poetry, because you can really get deep into the small things. So good for you, Dana. That's a beautiful way to start. Yeah.
Thank you.
So Leo is grateful to be alive.
Yes.
Thanks, Leo. Ivy is grateful for the amazing souls that are placed in my path.
Mm.
A sign or a signal for my next level of growth. I'm paying attention. I love that. I'm paying attention.
I'm paying attention.
That's really good.
Yeah, I like that. I am
Every day
paying attention.
I am paying attention, and every day is enough. And
Yeah.
it's like when you're in the moment, it's enough. It's like you're allowing gratitude to come in.
Yep.
You're not constrained about something that you're trying to force. It's just open. So it's beautiful. Dana, back to you. Let's see if we can get your connection. What more to say here? Are you there?
Yep, I'm here. Can everyone
Okay.
Yeah.
It's
hear me?
intermittent. It's intermittent, but let's go for it. We're gonna.
All right,
we're
let
gonna
me pick it there. And can you hear me okay now? Can you hear me?
it's pressing in and out. It's intermittent, but
Oh, I apologize.
it's okay.
Okay, and so with gratitude, I guess it was about 3 years ago that I kind of took a look at the world, specifically COVID, 9/11. That was about 20 years ago. Just the current state of happiness, if you will, a lot of depression, addiction, loneliness. There are that are truly lonely, and it's not just the elderly. There's a lot that just feel all alone. And so, with that being said, I had an epiphany. I wanted to do something really huge, and along the documentary, just to get excited again about the small things, being thankful, expressing their gratitude, miracles, something along those lines, a feel-good movie, if you will. And so that's still on the horizon. But most recently, I was inspired by Dr. Andrea Adams Miller. He has a platform called the Keep Smiling Movement. And so I had the wonderful opportunity of
Dana,
traveling
you're in
along
and
with
out.
her a few
Dana,
times.
I apologize.
Okay, I apologize.
You're in and
Yeah.
out. So why don't we, I'm going to move over and let's see if you can maybe see if it's your cell or your Wi-Fi. Maybe you could try to come back on.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Okay, yeah, that's the perfect time. We can do that.
so
I apologize.
that's okay. No, you're good. Or
No,
try
don't apologize.
We're
It is
good.
what it
We're going to
is.
figure it out.
I can relate to that.
We're going to figure it out.
Yep, we're at technology's mercy. So
there you go.
Try
There
your
you
laptop.
go.
Your laptop might work. You can try that and come back.
yeah, I have to use the cell because the laptop's camera is highest,
Okay.
I guess. So yeah.
Restart your
So-
phone.
But I
Turn your phone on and off. I will see if you can come back on.
Okay, I certainly will. All right, we'll see you
Okay.
soon.
Okay. So just to follow on from what she was saying there, I love the
He's
quote
our
by
interpreter.
I love it. Well, it adds to what she said, right? She's
Yes.
the last 3 years she's looked at the world, you know, she's thought of COVID, 9/11, current state of the world's happiness, etc. There's lots of loneliness, depression, and then she had this epiphany about this movie, and it just took me to a quote by Albert Einstein, because he said this: there are two ways to live. You can live as if nothing is a miracle, or you can live as if everything is a miracle.
There's the bell. That was a good.
There's
that's
the bell.
a great quote.
Live as if everything is a miracle. And I can't just put my finger on it right now, but I had another quote here. Let me see if I can say it from memory, and I can't even remember who said it, but people might say to themselves, it's difficult to find happiness within. But he goes on to say, it's absolutely impossible to find it anywhere else.
There you go.
The happiness starts in here, and it all starts with the way we think. And the first thing we can think about is being grateful for every miracle of being alive. Yeah.
So we're going to transition, and I want to bring home the other theme for today was one reason.
One reason.
One reason.
Okay.
So it's this, like, what is your reason for showing up? What's your reason for showing up here? What's your reason for getting up in the morning? What's your reason for continuing to work on a project yourself? What is your reason, right? So think about gratitude and reason. Like, to me, you're talking about appreciation and purpose.
Mm-hmm.
And what a beautiful combination. So we're going to get to our next guest, but I want to share another quote here visually so people can see it. This is where we had the Gratitude Manifesto we kicked off. And so I have some of those quotes. So let's share that. And I want you to think about one reason. What is your reason? Okay. Here we go. So that's a really, really
That's
powerful.
a very powerful quote. Actually, I think it's probably the same one I found of Wayne Dyer's. It's not coming to me, but anyway, that's true. There's a sacred space. It's that void that we talk about in between worlds, where worlds are created. And in that sacred space is a force greater than anything we know as a human being here on this planet. And the beauty about it is it's always available to us. Anytime we can just pause, breathe, take a deep breath, get into the present moment, and we find ourselves in that sacred space where God energy resides. And that force is what carries us. It holds the world. It holds the planet on its axis. I mean, how many people stop to think as they're, going about their day, about the world itself, the planet, spinning on its axis, and it's always in the same position as it revolves around the sun. We don't think that we're going to go flying off the planet when we get in a car and drive across the country, because gravity is holding us. This is the sacred space where this force creates everything that is the miracle of our lives. And the gratitude we can express for that is limitless. Right now, I know it might be funny, but my pen just ran out and I hadn't got a second one. Well, I treated myself to a gift last Friday when I was in Toronto with Sabrina, and I got myself a quill pen. So I'm really grateful that it was sitting on the table and I'm able to use it to write notes right now.
That's great. So we got the feather pen. Yep.
Yeah.
So let's just for time, I want to keep the train moving. I want the gratitude to flow from you.
Yes.
What you're grateful for, what one reason. We just heard Ivy's reason. And I want to bring our guest on. We have another guest who's got an exciting event coming up, but we're going to hear about his gratitude, his reasoning, and hear about his exciting event. So I'm going to introduce somebody who's become a good friend. I got chills just watching him grow. He just participated in the Ultimate Speaker competition. He's incredibly versed as an accountant. He's helped a lot of people get money back, manage their money, because it's not just that he does. I mean, he's that's like the tip of the iceberg, because he's passionate about helping people grow their wealth and to coach them psychologically. So he's a 10X Grant Cardone 10X licensee, which is a big deal. He's got an event coming up at an exclusive location. And when I say exclusive, this is like one of the top places to be in Philadelphia. It is a beautiful, beautiful place. So this is a really, really special engagement, and it is exclusive. So help me welcome my good friend, Mr. Patrick Rude.
Patrick. Yes.
Hi, Austin.
Welcome. Good to see you.
Likewise.
Good to see you.
Yes. Yes. How are you?
I'm good, Mandy. How are you doing? Good to see you.
I'm very well, thank you. Do you know what? Every time I've seen you, whether it's a photograph, whether it's in the CLA, whenever I see you, you have this amazing smile, and it just beams from ear to ear. It shines out of your eyes. And this is the why. This is the why, to smile at life no matter what. And you radiate it. So love it. Welcome. Welcome.
Thank you so much, Mandy. I'm just going to let you guys talk, because you've already done a better job than anything I could say.
I disagree. I disagree because we're all unique. We're all unique human beings. We all bring a lot of different perspective to the table. And there is never, ever anyone that can say, I don't know it all, or I've not said it all. And what you bring to the table right now in this moment is gold dust. And we want to hear every word that you have to share with us. Please and thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Wow. Okay. So remind me again. So what's the
Yes.
Sorry.
See,
what's
so
the
busy.
topic you guys are talking about right now?
Yeah. So here's what I want to accomplish with you here. I want you to just hit on gratitude. Talk about the reasons why people show up. And then I want to get Dana back on with you so we can have a nice little conversation between all of us. All right. So let's hit it. Let's talk about gratitude and then the reasons.
So gratitude for me plays a central part in just about everything I do. For example, I completely blanked on what I was supposed to talk about because I was so grateful for the things you guys were saying. I was literally overwhelmed. So that's a big smile. So I'm very
bless you, man.
Yeah, bless you for that. That's awesome. That gives me goosebumps.
It's gratitude for me is perspective, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't look at things through the lens of gratitude, then it's so easy to take things for granted. For example, I've gone through a lot of troubles in my past and, some hard things with my kids, my daughter drowning, my son having his finger bitten off by a rabbit, crazy stuff, all before the ages of 5. Right. So crazy traumatic things, that my kids have gone through and we've gone through as a family. And, it's something that every day that I wake up, I look at my children through this lens of gratitude, because it's brought home to me in their short little lives that there could have been moments where they could have been taken away. Just a reminder of how fleeting life is and how grateful we need to be that we have this moment right here, that we are present. And this moment right now, this is all we're guaranteed. This is all we got, and so being fully present and fully experiencing where we are right now. I mean, it's the path to a fruitful life.
It is the path to a fruitful life. It's so true. Everything you've just said there, I can relate to similar things that happened with my children, but I actually did lose my son. So thank you. I appreciate that. And every time I hear any type of trauma around children, it just brings it all back. So I'm a little overwhelmed right now. But that is the whole point about seeing this different perspective and seeing it through the lens of gratitude and appreciation. In one of those quotes Austin put up, I forget which one it was, part of that was appreciation, an expression of appreciation, because we only have this current moment. And if we can't see through that lens of gratitude in the present moment, then we are missing out on the miracle of life. And I'm so grateful that you expressed that, Patrick. So grateful.
Well, and how many times often do we even in business and our working life around us, are we not fully present in the moment because we're in our heads or we're, distracted by something else. So we're missing the opportunities around us, right? We're missing the other people because we're not in the moment, the people that we were, brought in proximity to, that we need to connect with. Right.
Right. Because, sorry, go on.
No, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, because of the blessing in other people. Everyone has a blessing or a gift to bring to us, and we likewise have a gift and a blessing to give to other people. You're so accurate on that.
Well, that's one of the foundational 10x principles from Grant Cardone. Who's got my money, right? Strangers have everything you want, everything you need.
Yes.
So true.
So if you're not going out and meeting strangers, then you're literally losing. If you're not being present in the moment, being aware of the opportunities around you, being able to, and that's a multifaceted thing, right? Because we need to not only be present for what we can get out of people, but also be present for what we are brought into that space to give to people. Because as you said, Mandy, I believe we all have gold dust, and we all were brought into proximity with one another to be able to rub up against each other. Iron sharpens iron, and to be able to spread the value that we bring as human beings to one another.
Yeah. And as that scripture also says, to incite one another to love and fine works. And happens, it's all around us. So no matter who's coming towards us, what condition they're in, whether they're happy, sad, or whatever, it behooves us to put a smile on our face and to send out energetic love and encouragement and inciting them so that they too can do the same. We shine off of each other, right?
Yep, exactly. 100%.
This has already been extremely valuable.
It's beautiful.
Patrick, I want you to talk about the event now, because I want to bring Dana back on with you, but I want people to get to know what's coming up, because even what you just shared in this short time, it's already like, wow, strangers. Hopefully somebody goes and meets a stranger today.
I hope so. I hope so.
Conversations.
Go find who's got your money.
There you go.
Have you got any leads on that, Patrick?
Maybe.
Oh, we shall have to get in conversation.
So we are doing a 10x business boot camp in Philadelphia. We are going to be on the 52nd story of the BNY Mellon building on Market Street in Philadelphia. It is an exclusive club. It's called the Pyramid Club. They have a award-winning chef. So we're going to have 3 days there from noon until 8 p.m., September 21st, 22nd, 23rd. And it's going to be catered. There's going to be food and beverage. For our VIPs, we're going to have a dinner with the speakers that we're going to do afterwards, and a whole bunch of freebies. Everybody's getting 10x swag stuff, and it's going to be a phenomenal time of just teaching on business, getting your finances right, getting your business right, scaling, sales, tools on things that you need to know and use. We're having speakers come from across the country, from Washington State, California, Florida, and right here in our own backyard, Pennsylvania and New Jersey.
Wow.
So
Yeah,
that's huge.
so we got to get the link. You have a link or something?
I do.
We can put up.
It's I'll put it in the chat.
Sounds
Yeah, so
absolutely
this is going to be
amazing.
And by the way, I'll speak the Pyramid Club. I used to be a member there. This place, I'm telling you, the views up there alone. If you just went up there and looked at the view, you'd be inspired. And I think I know. Are you doing it in the conference room there, or one of the?
So we're gonna be back and forth between the boardroom and the room where you can actually see the Rocky steps.
Yes.
Wow! Ring
so
that
you can
bell.
you can see the museum, the art museum from our room, from the window.
It is beautiful. It is beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to put this up here, and so if you want to get your ticket. This is going to be September 21st, 22nd, 23rd. Did you say?
Yep.
Okay, so we're going to get this up for you.
It is an in-person event, but we are going to be streaming it live as well.
Okay.
So you can get a virtual ticket for those of you who are not in our backyard. And you will get a full copy of the recording as well.
Perfect. So that's the link. That's wow, the full copy of the recording. Oh, that's brilliant. That's brilliant.
This is right before Flashpoint 4.0. So if you want to get momentum,
great setup.
You want to get momentum. Oh my gosh, you go to this event, you're going to be out of a rocket ship. I always reference Albert Einstein had his miracle year. I think this is going to be a miracle year for a lot of people. If it's not this year, why not set yourself up? Do whatever you can this year. Get that momentum going. Yeah. We're coming into Q4 with a full head of steam here. Let's make it happen. Not just for you, the listener, for you, because if it doesn't move your heart, mind, end up in your wallet, end up in your heart, or you give more, it ain't mattering. That's why I just made
That's right. That's right.
It ain't mattering. It
ain't mattering. In fact, it's like Joseph Campbell said, life is without meaning. You bring the meaning to it. The meaning of life is whatever you the meaning of life is whatever you ascribe it to be. Being alive is the meaning. Joseph Campbell.
Well, right. So let's stop. Like, we're seeking it. Yes, you're a seeker, but let's infuse meaning right now.
Right now, in the present
your ticket
moment.
For the event, or make a decision. Connect with Patrick. Ask a question. Have a conversation. Do something. I just had a conversation. Somebody who completed the Journey to Freedom group had to share. It was amazing. You never know where someone is on their journey. Let me get Dana back on, because we want to we got 20 minutes left. Dana. We want to bring this in. Dana, are you ready? This is going to work this time.
Yes, it is.
Get your
Set
share.
the intention. Set the intention.
Here I am. I'm back.
Hey, and you got some good connection.
Yes, hopefully. I'm outside, so.
Fingers crossed.
Patrick, meet Dana, just in case. I'm pretty sure you know each other, but there you
We
go. So here we all are.
Yes.
I'm still here.
I'm glad we didn't lose you, Mandy.
I can see myself. Oh, there I am, but I was in the wrong box.
Yeah. Mandy is the matriarch of so many. Absolutely.
Oh,
so
sweet.
Dana, I want to go back to you, because I want to hit your shares, because you had shared some things before and you were intermittent.
Yeah, so, you were about to share about your experience with Dr. Andrea Miller and the smiling movement.
Okay, all right. And so I had the extraordinary opportunity to watch Dr. Andrea do her photography at various events, and she has something called the Keep Smiling movement. And what that is that she captures folks individually, and they hold up a Keep Smiling card. And so with that, it was just so joyous, so joyful to see folks so jovial and happy and excited to do this, to have their photo taken. And
Yes.
so with that, I said, I kind of thought about it, and I said, well, let's take it a step further and do a gratitude or a what folks are thankful for movement. Just kind of go to place, no particular place, just kind of go around and ask folks if they would like to speak about what they're thankful for, or, you know, what gratitude means to them, if you will. And so what a wonderful way to spread happiness, because I'll tell you, having 7 children, I can relate with
Wow.
Patrick.
Ring the bell. Hold on.
7
Hold on.
children.
I gotta ring the bell for that one.
Yeah,
Wow.
so I am a rock, but I'll tell you, having 2
You are.
granddaughters in addition to that, I literally every single day I'm learning something new.
We do.
And so with that, I have to just really touch upon being, you know, living in the present and being thankful.
Mm-hmm.
So thankful. And recently I had a situation with my son that could have turned deadly, my 14-year-old son. And so even more so, I still watched him sleep. I'm sure as a parent, you can relate to, sometimes you just tiptoe into that bedroom and just so grateful. And they're all healthy.
Mm-hmm.
And so I have an idea about, not an idea, it's I'm going to do it. And so
there you go.
Yeah, I'm going to do it.
Committed. Committed.
There is
Yep.
no
Yes.
try, just do.
And so,
Just do. Yeah.
you know, and speaking about earlier about the gloom and doom and the depression and the states of the world needs this.
Yes.
The world
Yes, it
needs
does.
this. And there are a lot of lonely people, and it's been proven that, you know, being, you know, showing gratitude, it you know, kind of puts a void in loneliness. It creates happiness, and it's also good for your health, especially your heart health.
Thank you.
Gratitude.
Thank
That's
you very
right.
much. Yes, the biochemistry changes. It's so good, Dana. So Dana, this is great about the gratitude. You're gonna bring this to the world in some form. We want you to stay tuned. And
Plugged in.
do you want to give us like a rough, like, when?
So I also have an event coming up on March 18th, 2023, and it's going to be centered around the small things in business that folks have seemingly forgot about. And so with that, it probably will be near probably the fall, probably closer to the new year. And so DanaLynnBanks.com, that is where I keep everything central to the book that will be, it's in pre-launch. It's The Postcard, Pennies, and a Promise. And so
Yes.
I also blog. And so feel free to stop by and sign up to follow my journey. And so I will keep everything central to that particular website. And stay tuned. I am just a ball of light. And at 51 years old, I got to do it big now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to do it big. I've not wasted time, but I've just kind of been moseying along. So I want to kick it up a notch. So thank you so much.
Well, and by the way, you're going to be in our documentary. Like,
Yes.
that's a huge deal. You're going to be in the next documentary we're doing, where your story is going to be there. You're going to be speaking at Flashpoint 4.0. You're going to launch this gratitude movement in the fall. You're going to do your own event in March. This is amazing. It's amazing when the light. And you know,
Yeah.
that's what Flashpoint is. It's
Oh,
not
it
here. In most cases, it's not here to give you what you don't have. It's more about turning on what you forgot.
Oh, man.
You know what I mean? It's more about tapping into what's there and turning it on again and igniting it. And then, you know, and then we go back to the light bulb, and the light is on again. It's not dimmed. It's on. And that's,
so true.
it's on. So Dana, I'm glad. Just a final, we got a few minutes left here. I just want to give you time to reflect on what Patrick's doing, and Patrick to reflect on what you're doing, because why not? Let's have a little fun here. So Dana, why don't you start, since you're already in momentum?
Well, I concur with Mandy. Patrick, you're always smiling. When I think of Patrick, I see this glorious smile, regardless of whatever's happening. And so that's epic. I know that you do have a platform that you help folks with. I believe is it taxes? I believe is that how I understand it? Kind of business related.
Yep, taxes, accounting, fractional CFO work, and 10x business coaching. And
Wonderful.
I want to stop for 1 second because I want to highlight that this fractional CFO, that's huge. That's huge because you can't get a CFO, but you can get a fractional CFO. And Patrick is awesome. So I just want to bring that up for people maybe looking for that. So yeah, Dana, that's great. Yeah, you'll get to know each other more. I know that's going to happen. So this is in the moment.
Okay, so I'm just going to pause there for anybody else that's like me that's out there, that this is the first time they've heard the words fractional CFO. Could you just highlight that a little bit, Patrick, please? Because I have never heard that phrase.
Sure. So the CFO of a company, chief financial officer, right?
Gotcha.
Someone who handles the high level finances, does advising to the CEO, kind of manages the day-to-day work of the financial department, the accounting department, make sure that the business is on top of its AR, accounts receivable, accounts payable,
yeah, AP
stuff like that. And also one of the things that we do that's unique, that I don't know if other CFOs do or not, is we actually help a business get their finances in order so they can get funding, so they can get credit. We work with the banks on their behalf, make sure that they have everything they need, and we handle all the back and forth and correspondence, documentation requests, and everything. And so literally the owner just has to sign the applications when they're done, and everything's off, and we negotiate.
That's awesome.
Yep. And Patrick's got a great team behind him. And he's also affiliated with 10X licensee. So there you go. So Patrick, what do you think about Dana? And by the way, it's completely in the moment. And it's the way we love it. So
I love Dana.
Thank you.
Yeah.
The more the merrier.
every time I see something that you post online, and we haven't known each other very long.
No,
I think we actually officially met for the first time at the last book camp.
Yes.
But since then, I mean, just watching everything that you've posted online, the interactions that I've seen you have, it's just been incredibly fruitful. So I'm excited to see everything that you're doing. And I didn't know that you had 7 kids. I was like, did you start when
Not
you
many
were
do.
6?
I hide you well.
It's that old adage, and Dana, you and Mandy will both appreciate, women like wine only get better with age.
Oh wow.
Thank you.
I
Patrick, you just went way up, brother.
Patrick Rood. I love you. That's it. We are done. Show is over.
Right through the roof.
Dana, let's go celebrate. Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
see, I wish I would have bought Patrick's stock right before the show. Right before the show, we won.
Well, you're looking at 2 very, very powerful women right now. I'll tell you that.
I can tell truly the amount of presence, Dana, that you bring, and Mandy, your heart is beautiful.
Thank you so much. I love you for that. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, we're gonna get some shares. We need a little time to talk about what we're doing so people know. We're
celebrating the wine in the rich women. That's what people want to know.
Yeah, stop it.
Yeah,
Stop it. Stop.
Reel it back in.
No way, Jose. You let the reel out and it's not coming back.
I'm sorry, Austin. I'm sorry.
Okay, so the 2 gentlemen can exit to the green room and Dana and I will now finish the show.
Yes. Let's grab some shares here because we are running up against time. That was an awesome compliment. Yeah, that was an awesome compliment.
Yes, beautiful.
That's my saying. I'm like fine wine. And Ivy's another one who gets.
Yes, she is. Yes.
Ivy, absolutely. Yep.
Yeah.
I had a flashpoint moment earlier. The whisper that got so loud, I can't ignore it or brush the thought aside anymore. It put a lump in my throat. I need to step forward and Faith. So
Wow.
scared.
Yes.
Well, you're not scared. You're not scared. Mandy, what is she?
She's
know the-
courageous. She's courageous.
What's the term we always use? All right.
It's not
Ready?
coming.
It's when you're nervous sighted.
Oh, nervous sighted, of course.
Fear
Yes.
and excitement is called nervous sighted.
Nervous sighted.
It's the beautiful blend of exactly what you need to move forward.
Yes. Yes.
Gratitude is good for the heart health. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Ivy watches her daughter sleep. And
Yeah,
then
I used to do that with
gratitude
mine.
opens the door to the power, the wisdom, the creativity of the wow.
Deepak Chopra. Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Leo, for that. That is
Beautiful.
awesome. Beautiful.
Okay, so for time purposes, we're going to transition out to close out the show. But I want to thank Dana, and I'm excited about the gratitude movement. Patrick, 10X,
Yes.
September 21st, 22nd, 23rd. We shared that link. Patrick, you could drop it in the chat too.
Yeah.
And Mandy and I are going to close the show out. We're so glad and grateful.
So grateful.
It's been amazing. Every show is different, and it's
Yeah.
completely, I don't even know what to expect sometimes, but you
Its own
showed up
entity. It's
today.
its own entity, and it carries its own energy, and it's been beautiful and productive, and given us lots of hope and insight and excitement for what's coming down the pipeline. Love you both. Thank you so much.
Love you.
Love you.
Take care.
God bless.
See you soon. God bless you both.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh wow.
Yeah, it's powerful. Everyone, I would share this with somebody. Really,
Yeah.
if you share it with one person and say, "Listen for minutes, this to this minute," I realize it's difficult to sit for an hour. If you did sit here an hour, this is for you.
Yes.
because I
Congratulations.
appreciate you.
Yeah.
But if you didn't, share it with somebody. What moved you? What fired you up? What got me? You're like, man, the juices are flowing again because it's already in you.
Yeah.
We don't need to tell you, like you got it. You just need to keep going. So, Mandy, we got
ignited.
minutes.
we just need to be ignited, and that's what the power of pure presence, Flashpoint, that's what it's doing. It's reigniting the passion that we already have within us. Again, Wayne Dyer, I found the quote: "Stop acting as if life is a rehearsal. Live this day as if it were your last. The past is over and gone. The future is not guaranteed." And both Dana and Patrick brought so much to the table here. Very excited for Dana with her gratitude program that she's got coming down. She's grateful. She appreciates small things. I love how Ivy brought that up about paying attention is key. And that's where awareness comes in. So I love that too. Dana spoke about her meeting with Dr. Andrea and the smiling movement.
Yeah.
And Duchess DJ, she has something similar. I love how she's able to go into the airport and communicate with people and get them smiling while they're waiting for their flights, right? So we've talked about gratitude and our reason for our why. Why do we get up in the morning? What is it that ignites us and keeps us going? And it all starts with gratitude, because abundance comes from that, and the reasons why comes from that. And then we enter this sacred space where that greatest power works on our behalf. Again, Wayne Dyer. I love what Patrick Rood is doing. Oh my gosh, there's so much. This 10X, he's a licensee for Grant Cardone. He has gratitude. It's his central perspective in all that he does. And he appreciates seeing through the lens of gratitude. It's like me being behind the lens of a camera. People say, oh, you've got the greatest equipment. No, it's not the equipment. The equipment is the tool that assists what I see through the lens. And seeing through the lens of gratitude is what brings the miracles into life. So let's get out of our heads, as Patrick advised us. Don't be distracted. Don't miss out on the blessings that people present to us from their lives and the blessings that we have the opportunity to give to others. And always remember what you said, Austin, that we already have everything we need in here. It is God-given. And if the struggles of life have dulled that somewhat, we need to start turning it on again. Turn it
Yes.
on, ignite the passion and the power inside of you to be the light that shines in this world along with the rest of us.
Yeah, so I'm
Beautiful.
going to jump right in because we have 4 minutes left. I want to give you an opportunity right now. And that is this. This is the event we have coming up. It's Flashpoint 4.0, October 7th, 8th, and 9th. It's the 4th Flashpoint live immersion. It's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, October 7th, 8th, and 9th. It's right in Philadelphia, right near Old City, right near where the streets where Ben Franklin walked. And we're going to have the Rocky experience. But Mandy, we're sold out of VIP tickets.
Oh, congratulations.
We're sold out of VIP tickets.
Too
VIP
late.
tickets are gone.
Late if you didn't grab your ticket.
What you can do is still get an in-person ticket. There's the Rocky experience. We know Mandy gave me a beautiful testimony. I'm just
always stand by that. Yeah.
And then James, who's been a big advocate, Dream Life, been a big advocate for Flashpoint. But we added a Flashpoint Spotlight series. We have 4 of those tickets left where that'll get you a VIP ticket and it gets you a summit. If you got your story to tell, we're going to do a summit on September 18th, 1 to 3 p.m. Sunday, September 18th, 1 to 3. You can be one of the people spotlighted on that summit at the live event, and we're going to put it into a video. We're going to make a high profile professional video. It's going to have your highlights in it along with 10 other people, amazing people. Talk about, association, proximity. Boom, that ticket right there. You can also get an in-person ticket or you can get a virtual ticket. Every ticket includes the Journey to Freedom, which is the 11-day trip with each question, 9 questions to identify and remove limiting beliefs. We get the Rudy Rudiger video, the Flashpoint sunglasses, printed copy of the workbook, Marlon's Keys to Wealth, and then access to a private group. So there's just lots of opportunity, and not even to mention the ACT program, which is also going to be, we're going to infuse that in somehow, some way. But I just wanted to share that with you because this is the big deal. Like if you're wondering what to do, and some of you are ready to do this, some of you are not ready to do this. If you're not, we got the show, we got Power of Pure Presence, we got the morning video. Mandy, we got 2 minutes left. I'm just going to turn it over to you to help us close out. And if there's anything else you want to share about this incredible show we've had today. Oops.
I'm here. I'm still here.
All right. We can't see you, but
you can hear me.
Yeah. Oh, and I also want to throw up here Dana's website, which I was looking for.
Yeah, that's what I was just going to suggest. I went into the chat room to see that, put up her website. I think it's dana.com.
Yes, I was trying to get it, but I'm going to put it up there now.
Yeah, that's weird. You can't see me. Weird. But anyway, yeah, so there's lots and lots of opportunities here that Austin is making available to everyone who will just step into the moment. Don't even overthink this. If you're looking for something to elevate you, change your life, transform a situation you're in, to help you to move forward, to get in on purpose, live on purpose, fully ignited with passion to serve this world, these are the opportunities that are available to you. And as you can see, the VIP tickets are already sold out. So they're going fast. We've got about 6 weeks left. Step in while you still have the opportunity. This has been awesome today, and I'm so grateful for everybody that's been here.
So 2 quick things. Go to Dana's website, DanaLynnBanks.com.
That's it.
And then you can get your ticket at yourbreakthrough2022.com.
Yes.
Mandy, you've gone dark. I'm going to remove you. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here today. I'm just humbled for this space. I'm honored that you were here today. And again, if you're processing this, what are you grateful for? What are you grateful for? Let it marinate. And then what reason are you going to provide? The one that gets a lump in your throat like Ivy, the one that's going to get you to show up, the one that's going to take that that fear and that excitement and put it into this central energy that's going to propel you forward like never before. This is your time. This is your season. This is Flashpoint, manifesting the moment of your big breakthrough. Let it begin. Have a great day, everyone. God bless.